Greetings and welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd make this video to restart the channel since I've been gone for a long time. I was busy, I was deployed for 7 months. The car was getting a lot of work done and trying to get all the kinks worked out and finished. So yeah, I'm gonna try and make some videos again. There's some more things I wanna do to the car in the near future here. But it's driving, it's doing great, it's making good power. I also got a new truck that has been the best daily I've ever had. If you guys want to see that, I could make a video on that. And then I have a Harley too. So here's the car in the current condition. It is pretty similar to what we were planning for, just a couple tweaks. Interior now has a big old bottle for CO2. Still need to get a second drag seat for over there, just the one for now. And we ended up putting the boost leash up there. David from Coyote Direct did all the work on that and also locked the cams for me. And I blacked out some of the interior. I want to black out all the rest of it. The radio's back in, the heat works, the AC's not finished yet. But this is all like gray while this is black, so I might try to get that all adjusted to black in the future. There's also still some chrome, like here in the handles and then like here and stuff like that. So I don't know how nitpicky I want to be. The car is driving, it's doing good, so I'm enjoying that. Engine bay, yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on here. 88 millimeter turbo, Borg Warner turbo. It's rated for 1350, obviously not anywhere close to that right now. BL Fab single turbo kit with the catch can back there. Yep, all the heads and stuff are powder coated, Cerakote on all the hot side. Finally put a blanket on there, definitely need to do that. There's been some hiccups. The biggest hiccup was whenever I put the engine together, I messed up the timing. And so that's why it wasn't running totally correct. And I also figured out some differences whenever you're doing a Frankenstein Coyote. I can do like a tips video later. But yeah, once again, David Coyote Direct, he got all that figured out. But that's why we locked the cams. We're gonna go to a Fuel Tech standalone. Fuel Tech doesn't really do VCT very easily. I guess you could, but most people, when they go Fuel Tech, they don't use VCT. So we locked them. And still on stock ECU, tuned by Palm Beach Dyno. It's been fine. Honestly, there's not a big of a difference with the cams locked. The turbo still spools up pretty quickly, around 3,500 RPM, something like that. And for what I'm trying to do, like I don't have to have it kick in and a bit lower. Like I'm just trying to have a fun street car, so it's still plenty fun just like this. I could probably throw them back in later if I wanted to, but for right now, it's been great and I'm happy with the car how it is. What was some of the other glitches? Oh yeah, this coolant line on the top here, ended up converting this to AN just because there was like a little worm clamp that was here, and I can put in a clip of that later or something, but this one here kept backing off and then it would spray coolant all over the engine bay. So we just converted, they're both welded on now, -20, so the upper and the lower, this line, yep, and that line, they're both now AN-20s. And then this one that goes to the tank, also AN. It all just works better. It's more reliable. It's not gonna pop off or have any issues. And I like how it looks. It's a fancy looking engine bay. And I like the engine bay on this car. There's some other hiccups, but those are the main things. Getting the boost controller all set up was took a little bit of work to get that perfect, but it's in great shape now and it's working well. It's got wastegate, a 4-pound spring, and then we can put extra on the dome by just turning the bottle, and it's super easy. You literally just turn that and then bam, you got a whole much more power. And then the controller, the boost leash inside, easy to add some power if you want to as well. My biggest thing that I hate right now in the engine bay is that this ABS is still right here. If you get a BL Fab turbo kit, this ABS module is like in the way of the turbo. They put the turbo so far over here to the left in the engine bay that it hits the ABS module. So right now mine is just zip tied out of the way, but the lines, which are now covered in this heat wrap, is the silver, are super close to the turbo headers. So whenever you're, getting on it, it gets really hot. It's right there by the lines. And potentially could boil your brake fluid and you could have issues, and I don't want to have any issues. So my next big project will be doing an ABS delete. There's a couple of videos I've seen. I know Brendan made one, and he did his with aftermarket brakes, and he has a line lock. I think I'll do mine a little bit differently, but take some cues from him, and so I'll probably make a video on that. Other than that, the car is probably gonna stay about like this and stick around 800 to 1,000 horsepower or something like that. It's plenty fun for a street car. It sounds great, it makes good noises, it's reliable. I've done an hour, I've done, I guess 2 hours. 1 hour up to Paramount, 1 hour back whenever I was up at TX2K for that. Got covered in mud, it's still perfectly fine, drove great, no issues. The car has just been stellar. I'm also gonna redo, or I guess update, the battery relocation in the trunk here, because this box that I got lets it move around a little too much. And so I'm probably gonna get like a more firm metal tie down and make that a little bit more solid. But the fuses there have been excellent. Everything else in the front has been good. Just the box here, I guess I kind of cheaped out or didn't get the right dimensions, and so I'm gonna get a different box for that. Yeah, that's it for updates on the car. I might make a video on the Harley or on the truck. It seems like most people don't really care about that too much. Most people like Turbo Coyote stuff and like how to build those, how to do that. And that's the main reason I started a channel, was to share things that I've done or learned how to do in the car that aren't as common to see. And so if people want to do that as well, like, hey, here's some tips on how to do that. So it was really cool, actually. I had somebody right after the Paramount meet up in TX2K. There's like one E85 station there that Wes told me about to go fill up at. So I go there, and there's a whole bunch of street cars there. Obviously, it's during TX2K. And one of the guys walked up and was like, hey, like, I recognize this car. And I was like, that's cool. Like, I don't have that happen very often. And he was like, yeah, I've seen your YouTube channel, and I learned how to do the battery relocation on my car. And he showed me, like, he did it very similar to the way I did. And so that makes me really happy. It makes me encouraged to make more videos, because like, you know, you're making a difference and helping somebody, and it's really cool to connect with other car people, because I don't know, it's really fun. That's part of why we do the sport. So yeah, there's the yellow update. If I do make a video, here's the Harley. It's 2004 Harley Davidson Road King, and I might sell it sometime soon, just because now the car is driving, and I got it because I was still working on the car and I needed something for a little adrenaline rush. But it's a firefighter edition, which I kind of like as well. It's got a lot of space in it, and it's got a lot of chrome. It was all done by the previous owner. It seemed to have a fancy analog clock up there, which is pretty cool. And then, yeah, the truck is outside, but my neighbor is mowing his lawn, so it will sound terrible, but I can try to put a little clip into that right now. Okay, here's the truck as well. It's a 2017 F-150 Platinum, leveled on 34s-ish, and it's been the best daily driver I've ever had. Okay, cool. So just a quick little like restart video, and nothing super big to say in this one, but I'm gonna try to make some more content soon. If y'all want to see something specifically on the car, or how I did it, something like that, yeah, comment, let me know, and I'll see if I can make a video, try to help people out. I do enjoy being able to share the build and what I did, and some of the interesting things about Turbo Coyotes and how they work. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great day.